There is something there, but no one knows what. Maybe it is not the deep and unfathomable mystery that mythology, various rogues, uncertainty, lack of certainties, doubts, theories about extraterrestrials, and magnetic holes created around it. But something happens in that space called the Bermuda Triangle because 7 decades after the incident that gave it origin, fame, and legend, its geometric, geographic, and necromantic name is synonymous with the strange, the unknown, the lost. No one knows what happened or where that book or the keys or the very important paper went. They got lost in the Bermuda Triangle. The name encodes the exact, according to Jorge Luis Borges. It is a triangle scalene for the discerning of more than 1 million square kilometers, which is a lot of pure sea with a projection into pure sky, with vertices at the Bermuda Islands, Puerto Rico, and the coasts of Miami. Strange things have always happened there. The sea swallowed several ships over the course of a couple of centuries. That is not the strange part. It is an area that was, and still is, a busy maritime route battered by hurricanes, typhoons, and other climatic calamities. Of course, legendary sea monsters were also sighted, and when culture allowed for it, stories about luminous and swift sightings in the watchful open sky of that enchanted place also emerged. 77 years ago, the Bermuda Triangle rose to fame. It was thanks to Flight 19. In 1945, 5 United States Navy planes took off for a routine training mission. None of them returned. What began as an ordinary flight turned into one of the most baffling mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle. What happened to Flight 19? Join us to find out. On December 5, 1945, 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers took off from the Naval Air Station in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The mission was a routine training exercise known as Flight 19, which involved flying east, conducting simulated bombings, turning north, and then returning to base. On board were 14 men, all with flight experience under the command of Lieutenant Charles Taylor, a veteran pilot with over 2,500 flight hours. Everything seemed normal upon takeoff, but shortly after, the inexplicable began. At 3:40 p.m., Taylor reported navigation problems. The flight transmissions became confusing and alarming. "Taylor, we can't see the ground. I'm not sure of our position. Everything seems strange. Even the ocean doesn't look as it should." The control tower tried to guide the planes back, but communications quickly deteriorated. The pilots reported faulty compasses and complete disorientation. At 6:20 p.m., Lieutenant Taylor's last words were heard. "When the first plane has less than 10 gallons of fuel, we will all descend together." After that, silence. A Martin PBM Mariner seaplane was sent to search for Flight 19. Surprisingly, the rescue plane also disappeared along with its 13 crew members. Although some witnesses reported seeing an explosion in the air, neither the Mariner nor Flight 19 was ever found. Before continuing with this fascinating story, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. This helps us continue creating interesting content for you. In total, 27 men disappeared over the course of a few hours, and neither the planes nor the bodies were recovered. The area known as the Bermuda Triangle, bounded by Miami, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda, already had a reputation for mysterious disappearances, but the case of Flight 19 catapulted it to fame. Over the years, multiple theories have emerged to explain the disappearance. Human error. Some investigators believe that Taylor confused the Bahamas with the Florida Keys, leading the squadron into the open Atlantic instead of returning to base. Extreme weather conditions. Sudden storms and turbulent waters of the triangle could have disoriented the pilots and sunk the planes. Instrument malfunction. The most accepted theory is that the faulty compasses led the squadron off course. However, this does not explain the simultaneous failure of all the aircraft's instruments. Paranormal phenomena. The most intriguing theories include extraterrestrial abductions, portals to other dimensions, and even the influence of unknown magnetic forces affecting planes and ships in the triangle. Military experiments. Some believe that Flight 19 fell victim to secret military experiments related to advanced technologies or experimental weapons. The disappearance of Flight 19 left a lasting impact on popular culture. It inspired movies, books, and conspiracy theories, becoming the most famous case of the Bermuda Triangle. In 1964, writer Vincent Gaddis coined the term Bermuda Triangle and popularized the case of Flight 19 as the most iconic example of the area's mysteries. It is said that, on stormy nights, some sailors have reported hearing the roar of engines in the sky, as if the Flight 19 planes were still searching for their way back. What really happened that fateful day? Was it a human error, or did the Bermuda Triangle claim its victims as part of its eternal legend?